Rural Heritage on RFD TV is brought to you by Rural Heritage Magazine, a bi-monthly magazine featuring articles about farming and logging with draft animal power, small-scale diversified family farming and homesteading, and other aspects of our rich rural heritage. Rural Heritage Magazine, borrowing from yesterday to do the work of today. For subscription information, please call 319-362-3027 or order online at www.ruralheritage.com. Hi, I'm Joe Mishka with Rural Heritage TV. On September 9th and 10th, 2023, the Farming of Yesteryear Farm and Threshing Show celebrated its 40th year in Keister, Minnesota. Old tractors, draft horses, steam engines, and more were demonstrated doing the kind of work they did 100 years ago. We visited with some of the folks doing the demonstrations at the event and filmed a lot of the activity. Because of a severe drought in the area, the ground was very hard for plowing. That said, the horsemen and women took their teams out to give it a try in the difficult conditions. John Deere was the featured tractor of the 2023 event, and we'll show you some of those, as well as models from other manufacturers. Don't go away.
My dad, Frank Bias, for years when I was growing up, he always wanted a steam engine. But my mother was more realistic, and she said, the kids need shoes. And so, but then mother passed away, and it was shortly after that Dad went to Alden, Iowa, where there were 7 steam engines for sale on auction. And he bought this particular one and had it brought back to Minnesota. And he kept it at the farm, but he had it to Le Sueur, and he had it to Iowa, Thompson, Iowa, and then of course out here at the Keister farming, even when they had the Farming of Yesteryears in that little triangle by the railroad tracks. So then Dad's eyesight was going, and I went and took the license test, and I got my license, and now my son Brian has his license, and we keep it here at the site, drain the water, and but otherwise it's good. We had the school kids come out here yesterday, and the thing that I says, I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 20 for to blow the whistle. Well, first of all, I said, who wants to blow the whistle? Well, everybody puts their hands up, and then so I got number 5, and okay, you number 5, yeah. So it was a girl. She got up there, she blew that whistle, and she started to get off again, and she said, can I blow that whistle again? No, I said, yeah. So that whistle is off from a steam locomotive that run on the East Coast. And the other one that's original is a real high, sharp pitch, and it's hard on the ears, but yeah. So those are the things I take off. I don't leave on them.
They're spendy.
Yeah.
Especially that big one.
This was years ago too. And Dad come one day and he says, I got this telephone number. The guy's selling it. Hey, how much does he want? He want $850, and that was quite a few years ago, lots of years ago. But then the guy said, I'll ship it, because it was heavy. I won't charge you for the shipping, but I really like it. It's got a
real nice tone.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you know? What year or about what year it might have been made?
Oh, 1922.
Oh, there's the information.
Yeah,
okay.
1922. Well, here now they say 1920, but this is
sure. Okay.
That picture anyway, and
it would have been used for a wide variety of things?
Well, mainly belt, because of the fact they don't turn very short. Now, they did use them out in Dakotas where they had big fields, and my dad, we had a 4/16 bottom plow on this behind there, and we did plow some, but you know, it was, you had to turn out and then come back around.
Right.
And
Like you need a big headland.
yeah, and it was kind of, but otherwise,
So is it a 1650?
yeah.
So that means 16
16
under tractor and 50 at belt? Is that what
Yeah,
that means?
50, yeah.
Okay.
16 on the drawbar.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, 50 on the belt. And
So that's pretty good. That's pretty powerful on the belt there. 50.
yeah. Originally, the pressure when it come out new from the factory was 175 pounds. But over the years, of course, the boiler, you know, rusted and things.
Sure.
But I still got 135 pounds.
Wow.
So all those years, it must have been pretty good steel in that boiler.
And taken care of.
And taken care of, yeah. We drained the water, and I set a fan. I put some screens over it, the handholds, and then turned the fan on and let it dry it out. And you know, you only use it a few times.
Right.
So things dry out, the packings dry out, and then that's always tightening up or replacing.
Is the chevrons on the wheel, the pattern on the wheel, is that rare? It seems like mostly I see them smooth.
Yeah, smooth, or well, they have lugs riveted
Yeah,
on.
right.
But
Like an old tractor.
these are cast. Yeah, that's kind of unusual.
That's what it seemed like. I don't remember seeing many of those.
We now have 4 volumes of America's Rural Yesterday books with photos of farm life 100 years ago. Fieldwork has images of horses in the fields working the ground, planting and harvesting the crop. Barn and Farmyard shows farmers putting that crop in the barn, silo, or corn crib and caring for poultry, hogs, cattle, and more. In At Home and in Town, farm families prepare Sunday dinner, relax in the parlor, drive to town by buggy or wagon, and visit the general store. Finally, Early Tractors has over 250 photos of early American tractors like Alice Chalmers, Oliver, John Deere, Farmall, Minneapolis Moline, and many more. These photos are of new tractors back in the day and show how they were configured coming out of the factory. Buy any of these books for $24.95 plus shipping. When you buy 2 or more, the price per book goes down, all the way to $17.49 per book when you buy all 4. To order, just call 1-877-647-2452 or order online at www.ruralheritage.com. That's 877-647-2452.
Alright, we got that cotton up for us to cut. We're going to go ahead and cut it.
Stand back.
It's important that I line up them lines at the top of the hardy. Come over here and look over the top of the hardy. See how I'm lining that line up with the bottom? That way there, it makes sure that I don't get a ragged edge. And we'll have a nice finished edge. And then we're not going to take it all the way through the hardy, because I don't want to hit the hardy with my hammer. Because if I hit that with my hammer, I'm going to nick my hammer and dull in my tool. So we just take it down where it's real close like that. Wham. Just like magic, huh?
What are you making? What are you making?
We're making a soup, the soup kitchen up here where they're making the soup.
Okay.
They need someplace to hang their spatula on, and then instead of making a 5-foot tall one, and so that they can stick it in the ground, because sometimes the ground is hard.
Right.
So I came up with, I'm going to make a hook that we're going to anchor to the side of the building. So the handle of the spatula that they're using, it's a 5-foot long spatula because they got a big tank of soup going up here. So I want the handle to sit in here, and then this will be on the bottom side here so it holds it away from the wall, because we want to keep the utensil clean because it's going in and out of the soup.
Sure.
So essentially we want to make sure that it stays out. So they asked me this morning if I could make them something, and I'm like, I don't know, we're going to try.
Bring your love of rural life home with the 2024 Draft Horse Calendar. Each month features a different photo of draft horses at work. There's even a smaller photo featured on the grid pages. The calendar measures 12 by 19 inches, and the wire binding ensures it lays flat on the wall. Large grid squares make it useful for keeping track of appointments or special occasions. They cost only $17.95 each, with free shipping, or get 2 for $32. Just call 877-647-2452 or visit www.ruralheritage.com. That's 877-647-2452.